used to fuss at the guys that was coming up with me, and they was in the streets a lot. He was telling them, like, you can't have 1 foot in and 1 foot.
What's up, boxing family? Today's video is packed with some next-level drama, so get ready. Gervonta Tank Davis has finally broken his silence on why he parted ways with his longtime trainer, Calvin Ford. That's right, Tank has his reasons, and if you thought this was just another routine business decision, think again. We're diving deep into it all, the foundation of their bond, the breaking point, and what this means for Tank's career and future fights. This one's about to get intense, so grab your popcorn and let's jump in. Let's take it back. Tank Davis and Calvin Ford weren't just a fighter-trainer duo, they were like family. From day one, Calvin was there, helping Tank transform from raw talent into one of boxing's biggest superstars. Think of it as a mentor-student relationship, but Ford wasn't just in Tank's corner during fights, he had his back through thick and thin, guiding him through hardships both inside and outside the ring.
You, as a guy that's in his trainer, that's like a father figure to him, you're training him all the time, you know him, both y'all from the streets of Baltimore the whole bit. Who do you want to see Tank fight?
I want him to get all of them that ran.
But look at the situation now. Gervonta Tank Davis is training with none other than Derrick James. Yeah, you heard that right, the same Derrick James who coached Frank Martin, one of Tank's recent rivals. So, what led to the fallout with Calvin Ford, and why did Tank choose James? We're about to break it all down. One thing's for sure, this can't be easy for Ford. Getting replaced by James has to sting.
To sit down and talk to him one-on-one, saying what his mental at. Whatever he want to do, I just prepare him for it mentally.
But there's one man pulling the strings, yep, Floyd Money Mayweather. Any boxing fan knows how much Floyd has influenced Tank's career. He wasn't just promoting him, he played a key role in shaping his brand from the very beginning. Floyd's status and connections were supposed to be everything for Tank. But as time went on, things started to shift. As Tank's star power grew, so did the tension between Floyd and Calvin Ford.
I want to touch on is the Floyd situation. You know, Floyd is Floyd. That's like I say, Tank is Tank, man. But at the end of the day, you know, the man is chasing greatness. And you should be supporting that. I always tell you that. You should be supporting that, you know. It's a rocky road that we seeing what's going on. Just pay attention, man. The story is going to rebuild itself. You know, but again, that's how you burn bristles. Somebody said this is the true colors of a person that's coming out mad. They can't stand it, you know. Calm is it. I mean, I don't like using that word calm, you know, but our Lord knows. He knows. He knows. He knows.
Alright, this is where things get real. Just as Tank was gearing up for his latest fight, word got out that Floyd was training his next opponent, Lamont Roach. That's right, Floyd was backing the very fighter Tank was about to face. Imagine how that must have felt, your former promoter, someone who was supposed to be in your corner, now literally supporting your opponent. But for Tank, this fight with Roach wasn't just business, it was personal. With Floyd throwing shade and Calvin staying silent, it probably felt like Tank was in this battle alone. With all this drama brewing, Tank made a move, and that's where Derrick James comes in.
To watch these guys,
right,
man.
He's a fighter, yeah.
He was a Golden Glove champ from Indianapolis, right?
That's right. National Golden Glove champ, yeah.
Yeah, man, and he's got some skills, dog. Like I was like, that's a good one to add to the squad. If you're gonna add one.
How old is he? He's like 26.
Okay.
So he's still young.
Yeah.
Still, and listen, this thing about it, he's still getting better. He's still, because this is our third fight together. So you gotta understand that, like, once he gets everything I'm telling him, the growth process, he's gonna be amazing.
Yeah.
He may be fighting for a world championship pretty soon, so.
I was gonna say, I wouldn't mind watching him and Gervonta Davis, right?
Yeah, the same way, yeah.
Yeah, like
they've sparred before the same way, yeah, same way.
Oh, they have sparred before?
They sparred before, yeah.
How'd that go?
I don't know how it went.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have.
What you think about Gervonta Davis?
I like him. I like him as an individual, man. I like him. I mean, I know him, you know, and I like him. I think it'll be a good fight. I think that Frank matches up pretty well.
Yeah.
With most of the guys that Gervonta, I think, will be.
James teaming up with Tank now, it's almost like the ultimate I'm my own boss statement. Tank probably saw James as someone who understands his style without being caught up in all the Mayweather-Calvin drama. But more than that, this was about a fresh start, someone who wasn't tied to the past, someone who could bring a new perspective. And we can't talk about this without mentioning Leonard Ellerbe. He's been in Tank's corner for a while, handling business, managing negotiations, and hyping up fights. He was also close to Floyd, so he knew all the behind-the-scenes drama. In many ways, Leonard was the glue holding everything together, at least for a while.
Lomachenko next. Do you see that kind of a fight happening for Tank?
All these guys who you guys say are the top guys out there, Tank gonna get every one of these guys. He just can't fight them all at once.
But as things between Floyd and Calvin got messy, Leonard's position started to shift too. Some say he tried to keep the peace between Tank and Floyd, but when that didn't work, he seemed to take a step back. He couldn't hold everything together forever. When Tank saw that even Ellerbe wasn't helping him stay in control, that might have been the final straw.
I was just about to ask, like you said, contracts don't define relationships. How's the relationship with you and Tank, with Floyd and Tank, and let's go along.
Great.
Now, Tank has finally broken his silence after making the bold move to switch trainers just months before his fight with Roach. You don't want to miss what he had to say, so let's get into it. In a recent interview, Gervonta Tank Davis opened up about the explosive events surrounding his split from longtime coach Calvin Ford and his new partnership with Derrick James. Tank made it clear this wasn't just about switching trainers. It was a major turning point in both his career and personal growth. He acknowledged everything Ford had done for him, playing a key role in his rise to fame, but he also emphasized that he needed a fresh perspective to reach the next level. Calvin helped me build my foundation, but I realized I needed someone who could push me harder and challenge me in ways I hadn't experienced before, Tank said. But then, out of nowhere, things took a wild turn. Tank spotted Floyd, and before anyone could react, boom, he unleashed his infamous left hook, the same one that ended Frank Martin's career. Yep, you heard that right, Floyd took a hit that left him shaken, and what followed was pure chaos, like something straight out of a movie. Safe to say, this Dubai vacation wasn't the peaceful getaway Floyd had in mind.
Yeah, I'm right here in Dubai. Rotana Star, Luxury Rentals. Check them out. When you come to Dubai, top flight, follow me. We got everything. McLaren in different colors. Ferraris, Lambos, whatever you want. Rolls Royce, Bugatti, whatever you want. When you come to Dubai, it's the place to be. Check it out. Crazy colors. Come on, man. Live flashy like Floyd Mayweather. Rotana style. Whatever you want, they got Rotana style.
This wasn't just a casual punch, it was a statement. Tank had been bottling up his frustration toward his former mentor for a while, and this was the breaking point. Floyd, known for his defensive skills, clearly didn't see it coming. If it weren't for his security detail, things could have escalated even further. Now, let's dig deeper into the history between these two. Tank and Floyd have been connected in the boxing world for years, with Floyd acting as a mentor to Tank. But over time, that relationship took a turn, especially after Floyd started training Tank's opponents, including Frank Martin. Imagine your own mentor handing your secrets to the guy you're about to fight. That's a betrayal most wouldn't take lightly.
You know, he the one told Frank that I was running at 7 o'clock in the morning, Friday. He told Frank that. He was giving Frank tips and stuff like that. I seen his people's drive by while I was running. It's cool. It's all right. You know? I don't really think too much of it. He's not gonna hurt me. You know what I mean? So it's good to be with him than be cool with him, because he can do some crazy stuff. He'll picture him sit bad.
Adding even more fuel to the fire, Floyd fired his longtime associate Leonard Ellerbe after Ellerbe continued to support Tank during his fights. This move didn't sit well with Davis, and he didn't hide his feelings, especially during a heated exchange with Errol Spence Jr. By then, it was obvious the rift between Tank and Floyd was only getting bigger.
What dirt? What's the name of that?
I'm not see, you got your people. Y'all all stepping, huh? Nigga, where Derrick at? I don't know.
You don't like
Frank. What that mean?
love limit. I don't like Floyd, motherfucker.
No, you don't. DJ do the trash.
After the incident, Floyd tried to take control of the narrative, portraying himself as the victim. He claimed he had always supported Tank and had his best interests in mind, but with all the tension that had been building, many weren't buying it.
My thing is, I've always been there for him from day one. We had a game plan, and my game plan was to help him become world champion and take things to that next level. And I've always been there for him. And just over the years, you can see I've always been positive, always said great things about him, always pushed him to be great. And, but over the years, it's constantly going on the internet, take a shot at Floyd, take a shot at Floyd, take a shot at Floyd. Constantly be disrespectful, when all I ever been was respectful to try to help this fighter go as far as he could possibly go. That's all I ever.
And let's not forget what sparked Floyd's feud with Tank in the first place. Reports surfaced that Davis was dating Floyd's ex. That's when things really spiraled. Instead of handling it like an adult, Floyd allegedly tried to get Tank locked up, a petty move that only made the situation even worse. As all this drama unfolded, Tank dropped hints about a possible fight between him and Floyd. The boxing world is buzzing, with fans eager to see them finally settle their differences in the ring. After all the back and forth, this wouldn't just be an entertaining matchup, it would be a chance for both to prove who's really the boss. And now, with Ford joining Floyd's team, Tank has even more to deal with. Some believe Calvin might be open to mending things down the line, but for now, it's clear he's moving forward with Floyd and whatever new opportunities come his way.
He came in the corner at the 6th round and said, my hand is hurting. If you look at the tape, I said, man, I don't want to hear that. Fight through it. And he done it. Y'all got to get this.
This split marks a major turning point in Tank's career and raises one big question: can Derrick James truly fill Calvin's shoes? Only time will tell, because at the end of the day, Ford wasn't just a trainer, he was like family.
Tank was the first one in the gym, the last one out the gym. Tank used to sit on the ring like this and watch me train him. How old is he at this point? He was like 7, 8. Okay. A lot of stuff that I was giving my son was giving it to Tank, so it was a perfect fit.
I mean, the guy was praising Tank in every interview, so seeing him switch up like this is definitely strange unless there's something we don't know. And with Floyd, you can never be too sure about anything.
Man, I don't hear Tank as the day. I hear Tank as that little boy. He ain't even coach. And he came in the gym one day, he said, Coach, I seen it. I said, what you seen? I had all the belts on. He said, I'm gonna be that dude. Rest is history.
Damn, I got goosebumps.
That's a wrap for today's video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you never miss an update. Drop your thoughts in the comments, and stay tuned, we'll catch you in the next one.